Let's have a sesh on the product life cycle. This is going to be a quick video. If you want a more detailed video, please click the card up there now. So the product life cycle, all products will go through a life cycle with respect to their sales. And assuming that they go through all the stages, because they don't have to go through all the stages of the product life cycle, but if they did, they would go through all of these stages. So the first one would be the research and development phase. That is before the release, when the product is being designed. Maybe it's going through the design mix. Now, then you have the introduction stage. After that, you'd have the growth stage. And then as sales start to increase and hit their top, you're at the maturity stage. And then finally, after maturity, of course, you get the decline phase when sales decrease. They're not zero, they decrease. They begin to decline. Now, the research and development phase, this is the phase where you're going to have no sales. No sales because it's yet to be released. This line here symbolises where it's released. So no sales, that's not great for revenue. That in fact means you've got no revenue, and your research and development costs from this phase are likely to be high. So nothing coming in, lots going out. That's going to lead to losses and a negative cash flow. Now the introduction stage is now when you've released the product. It's likely that you're going to have low sales because there's limited awareness of your product at this stage. And because there's limited awareness, you're probably going to need to do some marketing. So you're going to have marketing costs. You've also got to pay off these research and development costs from before. So it's likely here that you're going to be having still losses and possibly negative cash flow as a result. Now, as you move into the growth phase, you'll see your sales begin to increase. So you're having improving sales, that's good for revenue, but you've still got those marketing costs. Maybe at this point, you're starting to build a brand awareness, because that could help reduce that price sensitivity of your customers in the future. Now, at this stage, yes, you've got improving sales, yes, you've got marketing costs, but it might be that your profits are now starting to appear. And if your profits are appearing, it's likely that your cash flow is starting to improve. Your cash flow situation is definitely improving. Now, as we reach the optimum, the peak of our sales in the maturity stage, peak sales, clearly at this point, profits are likely to be improving even more, and as a result, cash flow might be also positive. But at this stage, you need to start considering those extension strategies, and even more so in the decline stage. Because in the decline stage, you're starting to see the decline in your sales. Your sales have not gone, they are declining, they are decreasing. You're past your peak. Now, declining revenues would be a consequence of declining sales. And at this point, you might want to consider those extension strategies. For that, click the card up there now. So I hope that helps with the product life cycle. Again, as I said, if you want it in a more detailed way, then click the card on the eye from earlier on. I hope that helps, and I'll see you at the next sesh.